What up, it's your boy Fangus back with another Madden tip video. Series 3 has officially arrived, and with it, new theme builder cards. I'll show you those challenges are real quick, and it will lead me into the topic of this video. Series 3 right here, 32 challenges. You will get a free, non-auctionable, non-tradable 88 overall. So someone asked me recently if players' overall rating matters, and the quick answer is yes. Obviously, players with high overalls are going to be preferable to that of players with low overalls. But really, overall is, as it the name dictates, it's just your overall ratings. So it's a mix of a combination of all the ratings, where some ratings are less important than others. You can find, for example, a receiver who's a 91 overall. They may have like 90 speed, and they may hit the route running thresholds. So they're going to be nice with the route running and a little bit of speed. But you can find someone with elite speed, and the route running is not as good, but they're going to play well because they have that elite speed and they're able to create separation. So I'm going to go through in this video and show you a couple players that are a little lower overall and way cheaper that have good stats, and then at the same position I'm going to show you someone who's a little higher overall but still falls in the budget category. So depending on where your team is, you can pick up either one of these players. The first position I'm going to go through is running back, because quarterback, in my opinion, it's really just a preference. Do you want a scrambler? Do you want a pocket passer? And there's so many different options that it's really just a preference. But running backs, this first guy I'm going to show you, let's just take a look at an average running back in this overall range, just to give you a glimpse at what I was talking about. So 88 overall, there's nothing crazy, there's much higher overall running backs in the game, but this is what a well-rounded 88 running back is going to look like. Christian McCaffrey is no joke, but 85 speed, that's not going to cut it. But he does have really good change of direction, and his jukes are nice, and spin is nice as well. But that 85 speed is kind of a killer. So my first budget player at running back, Jonathan Taylor, 55K. So he's going to be a little more expensive than the second option I'm going to show you, but he's going to be a better running back. So you got to make your decisions on how much coins you have and where you want to spend it. But change direction is a little bit lower than McCaffrey, 85, still solid, but his speed is 91, a whole 6 points higher. His juke move and spin move, alright, they're not as good, but in Madden, speed kills. 85 and 80 are not bad. They'll get the job done for sure. 55K is not that expensive, and with the set or the challenges that I just showed you earlier in the video, you can get one for free. Now I'm going to compare Jonathan Taylor. We saw what he looked like next to Christian McCaffrey, who's also an 88 overall, but let's see how he compares to my starting running back, Bo Jackson. So speed, one less. Acceleration, one less. Agility, and carrying, less. He's got a little better catching. Change direction isn't as good. Trucking isn't as good. Break tackle isn't as good. And that's the difference between an 88 and a 91. But he still has that high speed. That 91 speed is the difference maker. The next running back I'm going to show you, obviously, is less expensive, 20K. So depending on how many coins you have, or how your team's looking, this is a cheaper option. And his stats are not going to be as nice as Jonathan Taylor, obviously. But look, compared to the Christian McCaffrey I showed you, who had 85 speed, he's got 88 speed, which, the 3 points, it's going to make a big difference, trust me. He's not as good in the other categories, but this is my running back starting the season until I got Bo Jackson, and he was my second running back for a long time. He touched the field a lot. He's a good running back to have on your team for only 20K. And again, if you're willing to spend more coins, Jonathan Taylor, obviously the better option, but I'm going to show you two receivers that kind of fall into the same category. Jakeem Grant, 12,000 coins. But look at this. He's only an 84 overall. But when you look at his attributes, 92 speed. His route running is not great. But because he's got 92 speed, he's going to get separation just with that alone. Compare him to my starting wide receiver, Chase Claypool. So he's got the same speed as Chase Claypool. Granted, he's much shorter. But as far as the other stats go, he's not even close. And that's where the difference in overall comes. So you can get a fast receiver who's going to get separation for way less. Chase Claypool ran me somewhere in the 200,000 coins range. You can get this receiver for 12,000. The other receiver I'm showing you is another burner, Henry Ruggs. Anywhere from 20k to 30k. Again, nowhere near 200k, not even close to 100k, which is where you're gonna find some more expensive, better route running options. But he's got 93 speed, which is some of the best in the game. Terry McLaurin has 93 speed. He's a 92 overall, but his route running, again, is way better. But 93 speed is going to be nice on the field. Okay, now we're going to flip over to the defensive side of the ball. So a solid budget player for left end, less than 10k, Joey Bosa. He's got 80 power move and 88 finesse move. His block shedding is kind of low, so he's more of a pass rusher than a run game guy. But for less than 10k, he's going to be a solid addition to your team. On the other side of the line, a solid option for pretty inexpensive, Aaron Donald. He's nice because he's very well-rounded. Joey Bosa had 88 finesse move, which is higher than Aaron Donald's, but Aaron Donald has a really good power move too, and his block shedding is 86, which is nice against the run too. He's an all-around beast. So this is my defensive end. And I'll show you the difference between 30k and 300k. It took me somewhere around that range to complete the Aaron Donald set. So instead of 73 speed, he's got 80 speed and acceleration. So when he does get off the blocks, he's going to get to the quarterback quickly. His strength is a little higher. Block shedding and power move in the low 90s. Finesse move, low 90s as well. But for 30k, he's well-rounded and not far off. Next, D tackles. My recommendation, DeForest Buckner. Less than 20k, and the reason I like him a lot is these MVP cards already have abilities on them. Successful swim and club moves, ignore blocker resistance. I have blown up so many centers with immediate block sheds with DeForest Buckner. He plays extremely well. The other player on my team is another player at the defensive tackle position that I would recommend, Linval Joseph. He's just a big dude. He eats bodies. Look at that block shedding, 89, whereas DeForest is only an 84, but his pass rush moves are better. Linval Joseph just eats bodies in the run, and you can get the Linval Joseph because he goes in that set to get the 90 overall. Byron Jones, you can also get him for relatively inexpensive, I think 30k range, or just by playing those solo challenges, you can get it for free. In the secondary, now you're going to need some guys to lock up those speedy receivers on the other team. Sean Murphy Bunting is your guy. Only 55k. Look at this, 92 speed, 86 man coverage, 83 zone coverage, 85 press. He's 6'1", so not bad height either. Definitely someone I'm going to add to my team. With AJ Terrell and Trey Waynes for my, inexpensive option, 21, 17, so anywhere in the 20k range. So the reason I like these two guys is they both have 90 speed. Their overall is only an 84 because their coverage stats are, not great. Man coverage only 76, zone coverage 80, press 81, but they're not going to get blown off the line completely, if you get matched up with a Henry Ruggs type. Their Trey Wayne stats, same thing. Zone coverage 76, man coverage 79, press 79, so coverage skills not great, but he's got that 90 speed, so he's going to stay in good position instead of just getting blown away right off the bat. Sean Murphy Bunting, he's an 89. You can get him for 50. This one's selling for 50K. At 92 speed, so he's going to be able to run with those Henry Ruggs for sure, like step for step. And his man coverage 86, zone coverage 83, press 85. You know, he's got good coverage stats to go along with that 92 speed. So obviously, to round out the secondary, you're going to need safeties to go along with your corners. And a great option, Justin Reed, going for around 40K. He's got 90 speed, but he also has decent zone coverage and man coverage. The other safety option I'm going to show you, he's a budget god. Everyone should know his name. My man's Troy Apke. Less than 2K. Less than 2K. And again, he's only a 76, so his coverage stats are not going to be great, but this white boy can fly. If you want to see a really funny video, look up his 40 time at the combine. Deion Sanders has a pretty hilarious reaction. So at strong safety, Jonathan Abram. He's got that 93 hit power, but he also has 92 speed. So he's not going to get burnt over the top. He's going to be able to run stride for stride with people. But you're really getting that speed. He's a little taller too. Not much, but a little taller, and he's got the hit power. That's all you really need in a safety. Hit power and speed. Another player in the 50K range, 89 Derwin James. He's a little slower, 89 speed. It's not bad. It's not 92, but it's not bad. He's well-rounded with 88 hit power, but he's got the 85 and 87 man and zone coverage for half the price of those other two cards that I just showed you. So if you don't have a lot of coins, I hope you keep these players in mind. You can definitely build a solid team, a very competitive team, no money spent. You don't have to go out and get the highest overall cards in the game. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Bang is out.